Hey there friends, Travis McCalip here, and I was just inspired to leave this video tonight. I just want to tell a little story, so please bear with me, alright? Um, Many of you guys who have followed me for many years, even before I became an entrepreneur, some of you guys have known me from my DJ years. You know some of my stories, especially since I've became an entrepreneur, because I've really honed in on sharing my story. Some people think I'm always sharing my story because I'm bragging or because I think I'm better than them, and that is not it, because some of the things that I share are damn embarrassing, and sometimes I don't want to share them things, but I share them because I want to share my experience. I want to inspire others to create the change in their lives that I've been working so damn hard on creating in my own life. So tonight, I want to call this video, I went through the pain to get to the gain. All right. And for the first time in my entrepreneur journey over the last 10 years, I know 100% in the depths of my heart and my soul that I am gaining. I am gaining and gaining and gaining every single day. I have honed in on all the things that I have developed over the last 10 years as an entrepreneur. I've learned personal development, which is a huge thing. They should be teaching us in that before we even go to school. They should be teaching us that in kindergarten, first grade, all the way through school, but they don't, because the government and other people want you to constantly rely on them. And if we all had personal development skills, we wouldn't have to rely on anybody. We wouldn't be bullying people. We wouldn't be bashing people over religious beliefs or political beliefs. But I've been honing my personal development, and I've been changing every day, every second, every year. And I have gone through a lot of struggles. Now, let me tell you a little quick story, and I'll try to keep this short, all right? A lot of people may not know this about me. I was a military brat, born by Danny McCalip and my mother, Rachel. And my mother got divorced after having me and my sister, Susan, and she remarried my stepfather, and my stepfather adopted me. My last name became Salzman, Travis Salzman. A lot of people know me from that name. I have recently decided not too long ago to reclaim my last name, and not because my real father is an amazing man. He is amazing in his own way, and I've forgiven him, and I love him for who he is. And I've let go of the hate in my heart many years ago. But I have nothing to do with either my stepfather or my real father. Now, my stepfather, when he adopted me, he really didn't want anything to do with me. He just wanted control. He wanted control of my mother. He wanted control of everything. And although there wasn't a ton of physical abuse, a little bit, but not too much, there was a lot of mental abuse, not just to me, but my mother, Rachel, and I'm sure the other kids as well. Now, I was a small child. I'm a small guy. I have a small build, a small frame. Had it all my life. Matter of fact, I still probably have the same body, actually getting a better body than I even had in high school. All right, I was always a small build, always a small frame. And I traveled around being a military brat, being a military kid, traveled around every 2 years, 3 years. I've lived in, I was born in California. I lived in Louisiana, Kansas, Georgia, all kinds of places. Before I went to Michigan, I came from Louisiana. I was bullied constantly because I was always the new kid in school. I came out to Michigan, found myself not only even being bullied at school, but I got bullied at church. So I was getting bullied at home, at school, and at church. I was bullied constantly. Matter of fact, my friend Shania, who's an amazing young woman, Shania Fatisse, and hopefully I'm not pronouncing her last name wrong. She wrote a book called Bully in the Mirror. Go check it out. You can buy it on Amazon. And on page 32, you'll find my adopted name, Travis Salzman, and my story. It was featured on Oprah, Dr. Phil, and all kinds of news stations across the world, this book. And my story is in there. I was bullied constantly. And I became kind of a bully to the bullies. I never bullied other people, the people that really didn't deserve it, but I started fighting around 10th grade, constantly fighting everybody. People that, and some of you guys on my Facebook page remember that kid from high school, that lost kid. I hung out with the baddest dudes, the biggest dudes, and I did anything to prove that I was able to stand with them and hang with them. And I love some of them dudes, and some of them dudes loved with me. But I always had a big heart, and I wasn't as tough as I thought I was. I was only playing tough because I thought I had to be tough to protect myself. And I got bullied constantly. And that led me down a really dark path for many years. Many, many years. And I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to be alive, and I'm lucky not to not be in jail. All right? And about 10 years ago, in 2006, I left Detroit after dealing cocaine for about 2 years in a little neighborhood biker bar that people have been stabbed and shot at. And some of my friends right here on Facebook will tell you right now, they're watching this video right now, and they'll tell you that lost little boy that was doing that. All right? Some of them, my buddy James, we used to call him Slug, used to always, he loved me and didn't want to see me doing that. And he still loves me. And we're still friends to this day, and hopefully he's watching this video, because there's times I've made him proud, and there's times where it's not that I wasn't making him proud, but that he just worried about me and could see it in my eyes, could see it in my posts, could see it in when I fell, and I fall, and I have fallen a couple of times in my life, even after that. But I left Detroit in 2006, and I went home to Texas, where I'm at right now, to my mom's home, and I got cleaned up. And then one of my friends called me up and said, "Hey, move out to Las Vegas. You're an entertainer. You've been a DJ. You've worked in the hospitality industry. You can do lots of things out here and make great money if you're clean." And I was clean, and I am clean. And so I moved out to Las Vegas, and I stayed clean out of all places, right? But I was still drinking a little bit, still partying a little bit, was still lost a little bit. My buddy William Andreas, he's on my Facebook. He's my best friend in Vegas, my first best friend. I rode motorcycles out there with him. When I was in my motorcycle accident and almost died on Flamingo, yeah, on a popular street in Vegas, right down the road from the Rio and the Playboy, the Palms, I almost died. He was one of the first people with a couple other of my motorcycle buddies that came into the hospital to visit me. And I became an entrepreneur out in Las Vegas. I gave up drinking out in Las Vegas. I started surrounding myself with entrepreneurs, positive people. I started working on my personal development for the first time in my life. I started businesses. I invested my money, my time, my energy, my heart, my soul into trying to make something of myself, because I had my daughter out in Vegas. I'm the oldest of 4 kids. All my younger siblings have been married, divorced, remarried, and had a bunch of kids before I even had one kid. And I've never been married. And now I don't even date. For 5 years I've been single because I refuse to date because I'm working on myself. All right? So now here I am. I'm in Las Vegas, and I became this entrepreneur. And I've had a lot of ups and downs. That led me going back home just 2 years ago. We're in 2017 right now, so around 2015, I went back home to Detroit because I had a little opportunity, and I thought that maybe because I was starting another business venture that it would help me be able to invest more money into this business venture. While I was back home in Detroit, I dropped the ball a few times, and I had some ups and downs. And you know what? Things started crumbling around me just recently. Just crumbling around me. All right? And I had some friends that I thought were friends, which I kind of knew they weren't, but they turned their backs on me. They talked trash about me. And anybody who knows me and who's watched over the last couple of years knows that that trash talk is bullshit. All right? I have come up. I've done great things. I am a loving, kind human being. And although I'm not perfect in any way. And I've made many mistakes. I'm not some of the things that my haters are saying. My haters are scared right now. They got the devil on their side because the devil wants to take me down. Fuck you, devil. That's what I got to say. And so I left Detroit. And I came back home to Texas, and it was right about the right time because my mother needed me. So here I am in Texas, and now I talked with my friend Michael Besson just before I left Texas, and I broke down and told him everything. And if you want to know who my friend Michael Besson is, he's Tony Robbins' ex-vice president. Do you know who Tony Robbins is? I know who Tony Robbins is, and if you don't, you better learn, because he's an amazing man. And I happen to be an amazing man's friend who was his ex-vice president. And he gives me his time. And he gave me some time, and he gave me some wisdom. And you know what? I started saying, you know what, Michael Besson, you're right. I have dabbled in all the things that you've shared with me over the last couple of years, but I've never committed. Well, now I've been committing. Every single day I commit. I change. I work hard. I work out my body. I work out my mind. I work on my heart. I pray to God every day. I'm no Bible beater. I'm a spiritual man. I know all kinds of different religions. And I don't argue over religion. And I just know it's in my heart. All right? So all them haters out there can talk trash about me all they want. I don't care. I let go of that. I embrace my weaknesses. Like one of my, the people that I follow online, Gary V. If you don't know who Gary V is, he's a little bit like me. High energy and sometimes isn't right with the words. And some people may hate him because he cusses a little bit. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Because so do I. And that's just who I am. And I'm embracing that. But I'm also embracing change in my life as well. I'm not scared to change a little bit. I know that I'm not perfect. But that doesn't mean that because I'm not perfect that I have to become somebody completely different. I can learn to be the real me, but tone it down a little bit. Learn to develop myself. And I have been. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? From pain to gain. Because right now I'm witnessing something great in my life. Because for the last 2 years I've been working on this project of mine called The Anonymous Waiter. It's a vlog. It's a hospitality vlog. And if you know anything about the Anonymous character, he's a highly viral, highly popular character online already. And I've just married that character with the hospitality industry. And what that is, it's a billion-plus industry. And I know about YouTube, and I know there's guys making $1.7 million. Top 10 YouTube channels are making millions of dollars a month right now off their advertising. And I got something much bigger than that. Because not only do I got a YouTube channel, I've got an app concept, and I've got merchandise, and I've got an already viral, popular character that I married with a billion-plus audience in the hospitality industry, talking about how to tip, how to dine with children, how to do all these crazy things. And if you don't think my channel's not going to blow up and be the biggest YouTube channel in 2018, you're fucking crazy. Because I am crazy. And I'm crazy enough to know that I am going to have the biggest YouTube channel in 2018, from pain to gain. And you know one other thing I learned as an entrepreneur over the last couple of years that I've been embracing recently? I've just invited a couple of friends. Instead of making it all about me, all about I said, you know what? I can't do this alone. Gary V says, embrace your weaknesses. I'm embracing my weaknesses. I need people who are better at web design and web development and graphic arts than I am. So I'm surrounding myself with some badass people, journalism specialists, marketing specialists, people that I've already built relationships with over the last couple of years. And I am offering them a piece of this. And I've been working with building myself a dream team. So no longer is it about I, because what's more powerful than I? We. And I'm making it a we thing, not an I thing. And I'm watching my dream come true. So I guarantee you this, before this year ends in 2017, 2018, ladies and gentlemen, Anonymous Waiter is going to launch. You're going to see Travis McCalip climb to the top. Not just me. You're going to see Travis McCalip and the few people that stood with me climb to the top. And when I get to the top, I'm going to reach down and pull some people up. That's right, the people that love me and the people that support me and some people that don't even know me right now, because I have a heart for the homeless, because I've been there. And I also have a heart for children, because I've been there. I've been that struggling kid that needed a good mentor in my life. I've been the homeless kid, all right? No longer, ladies and gentlemen. God has something big and planned for me. And you're going to watch. 2018, my life is changing. It's already changing right now in 2017. And ladies and gentlemen, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. God bless you guys. Hope this finds you all happy, healthy, with a smile on your face, and inspired to make change in your life. your life. God bless. Godspeed. Peace.